Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Late Night Craft Talk.
Yay, late night. It's late night.
Hoorah. Hey, Svea, did you see who's on?
Who's
Look
on?
in the green room.
Oh, my goodness.
Our guest is here.
No way.
I'm going to bring on the guest just for a moment. Wait. Hold on. Y'all didn't see that. Hi, guest. Just wave hi. Okay. We're just doing a quick sound check. Let's do a sound check.
Say hello.
So, special guest, if you want to say hi.
Well, you didn't tell me what sound to make, so I don't know what to check.
Okay, that's good enough. Gotcha. All right, we're just getting the show organized for tonight. We got some fun stuff tonight. We are doing superhero movies and some of the streaming shows that we're going to review tonight, and we have a couple of special guests. One, someone that was there at the Battle of New York when the Chitauri invaded New York 10 years ago with the Avengers there, and also a real superhero.
Yay!
Yay! Svea says from the other room.
Yay! I'm getting
Gotcha. So we're going to bring our superhero a little bit later in the show to do it just as a surprise because it's amazing. This person has kicked almost every major villain, and maybe some superheroes. And they're just amazing. We got them on the show tonight. It's amazing. Okay.
Yay!
We have Maya on. Superhero, you special guest. Are you okay if I put you in the green room for a little while?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. So we're just going to keep you back there. All right. Hello, Maya, El Presidente of the Friday Ninja Monster Hunter Squad.
Oh my
Did
goodness.
you see our fancy opening before the countdown?
See, look at the comments.
I don't think anybody saw, but eventually will. We'll replay it afterward. We have a cool marble type opening before the countdown goes, and we'll replay that after the opening credits.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. I was like, dang. I was like, when you showed me that, I was like, wow, did he just make a new intro for our show?
I was thinking about it. I mean, we've had that same intro since episode 1, almost 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's it's changed a little bit, but it's still there. And I think people just, as far as the brand, people dig it. The other one would make a pretty dang cool opening.
Yeah.
But I think it's just, we'll see to work it in, but folks, we'll show it a little bit later.
Well, we'll discuss that in further detail.
You ever heard the words, I understood the assignment? Look at what Maya did. That is the job of the El Presidente.
She needs to make sure that she's up to date because we're gonna be discussing that for sure today.
Oh yeah, everything but Blue Beetle.
Hey, look at my shirt.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Gotcha. You ever thought about a world with real superheroes? I mean, you ever seen some of the other shows that people don't really talk about, like Homelander or The Boys? Wait, The Boys is what has Homelander. It's on Amazon, ain't it?
Let me see. I need some snacks.
You need snacks. I'm doing trail mix. I'm almost out of trail mix.
I need snacks.
I can run and get some chips from the other room. I know, folks. We're just we have this buffet on our desk when we do the show. I remember when I used to do Jack in Box. Cracker Jacks. And so we've got our chorus going, our own house band, her dogs.
Yes. I know.
Definitely.
We definitely have a little chorus of dogs barking their little heads off.
Definitely. So we got several people watching. All right, Vivian's in the house. Can you tell?
She's a knife. She's our knife. Actually,
you know what? We love that, Vivian.
You know what? Maybe Vivian could be the official knife guard for our show.
All I know is that Vivian's totally qualified to be the bouncer. And filet.
Yeah.
Hey, do you like our quad jet type things? So they're flying through the air with their superheroes in it.
It kind of looks like Baby Yoda a little bit.
I can see that. Or a sad robot from a Disney movie.
Yeah, but it still looks like a baby Yoda, and he's kind of looking down a little bit. He's like looking down on you people.
What do you mean, you people?
All you people that are watching.
Gotcha. See, Maya says, I'm going to eat trail mix from nuts.com and some spicy pecans.
Mm.
And she says, President Indy's made a proclamation about her vice president. Vivian can be Mrs. Machete.
Ah!
Nailed it.
Mrs. Machete's in the house.
Oh, we miss you, Vivian. Okay. God,
Yes.
It's already only 4.5 minutes.
It's chilly in the house right now. I'm going to put the... It's 69 degrees in here, and I'm feeling cold. I feel like I need to wrap a blanket around myself.
The desert rats, that is cold. Last night at Palm Springs Art Market, the Village Fest, we were talking. Of course, the Canadians are there walking by in their T-shirts, and we're all dressed up warm. It was only in the 50s, but I'm thinking for desert rats, we of course put on some kind of light jacket or something under 70 degrees. But I'm wondering, do we add a layer for every 5 to 10 degrees it drops? I'm thinking we add a layer for every 5 degrees under 70 degrees it drops. Which means by 55, we're wearing a puffy jacket, big puffy.
I remember going to Phoenix a few years ago, and I think that it was 55 outside, and I was freezing.
Welcome to our life. Oh, look, our special guest. Look who's it. It's Tippy Toe on the shoulder. Gotcha.
Very cool.
Oh, and we have Maya says, I got my sweats, T-shirt, and soft, cozy robe on.
Mm.
Do you have a Snuggie, Maya? Does anybody still have a Snuggie?
My mom is the inventor of the Snuggie.
She put on a bathrobe backwards?
Like back in the 80s.
Okay.
I think someone saw it on her and decided to make money off it.
Put on a bathrobe backwards?
Yeah.
I always thought it was from a really cold and very enterprising hospital patient. Because they wear the gown with the butt. Oh, okay. Maya says that she saw one on the Drew Barrymore show. That would definitely be recent. And for anybody who wants a weather report, Kokomo is a balmy 37.
Mm.
Is that the high? That's got to be the high.
That's really cold.
Vivian, do you get the lake effect snow down there where you're at? Up there in Indiana? Buffalo's famous for that. 2 minutes. I think we're definitely going to have a review tonight from a more classic, unknown superhero movie. We're talking like from 30, 40 years ago, almost 50 years ago.
Yeah. I'm down for that.
30 years before I was born.
Mm.
Vivian says, on occasion. Okay. Minute and a half. Don't fall asleep.
I think I'm going to go get a blanket.
You know what?
I need a blanket. I'm cold.
I'm trying to eat. It was in the low 70s here today in Indio. Look at there's a lot of clouds through that storm that spaceship's flying through, or quad jet thingy. 1 minute, folks. 1 minute. Oh, we forgot sharing is caring.
Oh yeah, we need to share.
I'm doing a share. You sharing?
Going to in a second. I just got my blanket. I'm wrapping it around my legs. I got my Facebook connected. I don't know what happened last time.
I'm sharing. I'll have to do when the Scrobity crowd's going. We're almost at countdown. I'm like typing and watching the countdown timer for the same time. Okay, ready? Okay, I got a few seconds.
I'm trying.
Okay, share. Good. We got 7 seconds left. Ready, Svea?
I'm trying. Here.
You want to go first?
I'm trying to share. Hold on.
Okay, I'll do countdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2.
1. Showtime.
Yay.
It's time for Late Night Craft Talk with hosts Svea Yang and James Hermes. On this week's show, we review recent superhero movies and TV series. Knock knock. Who's there? Doctor Who. No, Doctor Strange. It's time to start the show. Do. Hi, Svea.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm being shadowed by Super Guy. Super person. I forgot. Got to mix up the pronoun here.
Nice. So look at, I got my Hello Kitty Superman t-shirt.
Super Kitty.
Yes. And Will made it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Will
Yeah,
made
I
it.
got to talk to you about how he's doing after the show here.
Yeah. So,
Right.
But yeah, so welcome to our show. For those of you who don't know our show, we do the show every week. We try to do as live as many times as we can. We started our show during the pandemic at the very beginning. And we've been doing it since then. And we used to be home all the time because everything was canceled and we couldn't go anywhere. But now we have places to go and people to see. Sometimes it's hard to be live every week. So we're live this week. We try to be live as many times as we can. And we have so much content that we've created since 2020 that we do have a whole bunch of reruns that we can do just in case. Because it's sometimes very hard to create new content every week because we have powwows, we have shows. James has lots of kayak trips that he's going on and all these projects he works on all the time. So, and shows and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, please like and subscribe to our Facebook channels. I keep always saying this. I always combine the words Facebook page, YouTube channels, our Twitch channels, whatever social media we're on, because we're on Instagram, we're on everything. So make sure to look for Dancy Bear Indian Trader and Elk Rock Traders in your search and social medias. Like and subscribe so you'll always be notified when we have any kind of live videos or any kind of fun things going on. So, hey, James, so what's going on with Elk Rock?
You never, ever bring up MySpace when you say that, where you can watch the show. You never mention MySpace.
MySpace isn't even an option.
Just because I can play tracks that I download on Napster. Am I a little out of date here?
Are you talking about LimeWire?
Yes, whatever. Well, I can play the stuff on Napster because Napster you download. Okay, whatever it is, I still have a sophisticated abacus with an Ethernet port. Okay, I'm not too out of date. Mm-hmm. All right, with that, what's going on with Hellcrack? Not a lot to report this week. Just working on knives. We were supposed to be at the Bird Singing Festival put on by the Agua Caliente Band of Coy Indians in Palm Springs High School tomorrow. Unfortunately, we're not able to be there. I can't take indoors too much that long. That was proven a couple weeks ago, so I was still going to watch it maybe in another year. But we still catch us on Thursday nights in downtown Palm Springs along Palm Canyon at the Palm Springs Village Fest. And you'll be able to start catching us at shows. Our first, so far as I know, weekend show will be at Lakeside Rodeo at the end of April. And then from there, got a string of powwows. But other than that, we'll be having some new knives to put out to show, putting up online. Website's almost doing the new one. Goodness. So we can finally get that up and have a lot of fun. We do have one of our viewers, is a friend of mine named Craig Mahura. And last night at Palm Springs, this is cool. I have this lady walks up, typical heavy Canadian accent, and goes, "Hey, I got a picture I want to show you." And I'm like, okay. She goes, "Oh, you'll see it. It's a jackass. You ever seen a jackass?" And I'm like, okay, I get it. This person's probably related to somebody I know, and they're going to show me their photo. It was not what I expected. They came up and they went, I'm thinking maybe somebody from like local in the valley I've worked with, comes up, shows a picture of Craig Moore on the phone and went, I just smiled going, I did not expect that face. He watches the show sometimes. I paddle with him. He goes, I'm his sister. He told me you'd be here. And I'm going, how awesome is that? And then did a video call, and we're having dinner tomorrow night. So that's pretty cool. But you watch that, Craig. It was amazing meeting your sister. She is a lot of fun. Very cool. There's another testament to the awesome family you have. So fun story worth sharing. What's going on with Dancing Bear, Savannah?
Well, we're still really loving the whole fact that we get to talk about Echo all the time now. It's always something that comes out of our, like, pretty much all the time. But we are getting ready for going to Tucson. There's a whole bunch of new stuff that we are looking for that we want to bring in. So it's going to be nice to go and check out that stuff. There's a whole bunch of new things that we're going to see. We're going to get some restock, all kinds of stuff. So it is good, good, good. And then we had our first ever live in-person craft night. That was really cool. We haven't done that since before the pandemic. And we basically, my mom and I were at Brooklyn Boys Pizza. Surprise, surprise. But what we're going to do is we're going to start doing a live in-person craft night at Brooklyn Boys Pizza so people can get dinner. And it actually turned out really nice. It was really fun. And it just, you get a nice piece of pizza, you get a soda, and then you can do crafting and be around people. It was a lot of fun.
How many people did you show up last night?
There was a couple people that were planning on coming, and they messaged me and said they couldn't go. So I know that there were people that were planning on going. It's just it didn't work out yesterday. So hopefully next month, so it's every last Thursday, hopefully at the end of the month, the last Thursday, people get a chance to come out because it is definitely fun. I actually worked on, it was funny, Jen was like, wow, you're actually beading tonight?
Got it.
I did some bead work. I haven't done that in a long time. It was a lot of fun. It was good eating pizza. It was fun. We had a lot of people join us on Facebook. On Facebook. A lot of people joined us on the virtual. So we had a lot of people join us last night.
On Zoom?
Yeah. I think we had like 5 people. So that was.
Did you go live on Facebook for a while last night?
Yeah, I was live. We were live for a while, and then I just turned it off because it was like, it's okay.
Got it. Yeah, I thought I saw that because sometimes on our All-Correct page, we stream, turn it to Instagram, and I'll go to Facebook or kind of alternate, but we'll stream from the booth and talk and see what's going on. And people kind of like it. And I looked over and went, oh, you're live on Craft Night. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was able to somehow connect with Zoom. Because you remember last time, so one of the reasons why we changed our platform for streaming is that we were having all these weird messages coming up, and then Facebook wouldn't connect, and then it would connect, and all this kind of business. Well, according to Zoom now, you can actually now stream on Twitch, which I thought that was interesting.
I'm going to have to look at that just for my own thing.
Yeah, I haven't used that in a long time, but yeah, it said that it had an error connecting to Facebook, and then I looked on Facebook and it was connected. So,
yeah, why not? So, I think we're about done with the announcements here.
Yeah,
we're running a little early on that one. So, for those of you folks, we mentioned during the pre-show that we had this really cool Marvel type opening, and we might start playing that right at the beginning, just a cool thing, and then go into the 10-minute countdown before the show starts the opening credits. But we wanted to replay that just so y'all can see it, because I was messing around this morning and just kind of toying off doing a kind of a Marvel type thing when they show a bunch of images and then the outline of Marvel, and just tooling around and went, this actually looks really cool. And so we start at the beginning. Let me get that load up so y'all can see it. There is it. There it is. Okay, let's watch this. I just think it's sweet. Well, we have our DC and a Marvel inspired logos right there.
I know. For those of you who haven't seen on our Facebook page, I created a Marvel Studios logo for our Dancing Bear page, and it's pretty cool. Actually, I made it our header page. Let me go to I'm going to show you on my phone. This is the picture that I made.
Hold the tick. Hold on. I can present it.
Okay.
Right here. Not what I was after. Okay, I have so many screens on here to share. Okay, here it is. This one.
Yeah, but it says here on my picture, it says officially in the MCU, as seen on Echo and Disney Plus, on Disney Plus and Hulu, episode 5. So that's what I said here.
Gotcha. We had that, and I had to do that. I'm going to just skip through the pictures here. I had to do the Batman logo from the Batman just because it looked cool.
That's very cool.
For the theme of the show tonight.
Yeah.
The cool thing there, what's like about that opening video right there, is if you look closely, you can see everything from, of course, HRAI. These are all scenes from the show, all stuff we've had in past shows. You had you and I, Dave on. Yes, say the name.
Uchonsky.
Dave Uchonsky on. I was actually going to say Uchonsky, and I thought,
no, you can't.
wait.
Oh my gosh, you made me do it.
Okay. No, I was thinking Uchonsky in my mind. I was like, wait, I don't know if that's it. Let's just say David Hefsabay shame me.
You need to say Jackie Chan, Dave Uchansky.
There's a big difference between Jackie Chan and Dave Uchansky.
I'm saying that's his Uchansky.
You can't do fun kung fu like, well, whatever it is that Jackie Chan does. I'm ignorant there. Okay.
You never know.
Yeah. So we had HRA on there. We had a little bit. And if you look closely, you can also see, other bits we had, Dancing Travolta. We also had Jar Jar Pickles on there. And for somebody, one of our viewers might be thrilled. We also had, because it's been on the show before, one Colonel Mustard.
I did see Colonel Mustard.
Colonel Mustard was in that last bit. We'll review it another time. Okay. We got a lot of material. There's with the kick of, especially this last year and a half or so, but we're only covering from spring to now, of all the superhero streaming, the TV, the movies, whatnot. Some of the movies ain't done so good, but the streaming's been doing really good.
Oh, it's been doing really great.
Yeah. So we wanted to start covering some of these, and then we wanted to come over and talk to some of the people it's impacted and some of the people that inspired these movies. I'm being kind of cryptic. So we want to go into their. We want to start with some of the movies first, and then we put an order down.
Let me open the notes really quick.
Okay, because I'm looking at the notes now. Okay. We basically just have a bunch of notes, and we're going to pick one to go with because there's no way we can cover all of it. But we are definitely going to be talking about Echo a little bit later in the show.
Yes. Oh, and I just really wanted to say that I wanted to mention, because we talked about it last week at the pizza place. Lily Gladstone, she was won.
I have a thing for that.
Yeah. She won a, was it? I thought I had
Golden Globe. So there's a short bio, and this is on the Golden Globe's website. Lily Gladstone, born in 1986, Montana, from the Blackfeet. She's Blackfeet and has Pierce and European heritage. Known for portrayal of Molly Burkhart in Killers of the Flower Moon. Golden Globe nomination for Best Female Actor in a Drama Motion Picture is history making, and she is the first Indigenous woman to be nominated in this category. She didn't win, right?
The Golden Globes, I think she was nominated.
Yeah, she was just nominated.
She won an Academy Award for Best Actress in a leading role in Academy Award.
And that's the bigger fish, because usually Golden Globes is seen as like a precursor or like a preview of the Oscars.
Yeah.
That she won an Academy Award.
But yeah, so that's just really exciting for her. I'm really excited about her and all the stuff that's happening for the Native community. I think last week I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but my dear friend Tawny, her son and his girlfriend went to Paris and performed in the Louis Vuitton fall fashion collection. runway show, they actually performed in the show, like it was the entertainment for the show. It was really cool. So anyway, I'm sure, and if you haven't had a chance to take a look at it, definitely look at the Louis Vuitton Fall Men's Collection for 2024, and you'll see all the video. They have just amazing dancing, amazing singing, and the collection's pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure there's a ton of Native Americans that are going to go nuts for all of those turquoise Louis Vuitton bags.
I'm looking at some of the stuff from what you're talking about from their collection.
Yeah, you're gonna try to find that one. But then also it was they collaborated. There was some collaborate. Oh, there it is. It's the next one. Yeah, there you go. That turquoise Louis Vuitton bag. But there were I think it was Lauren Goodday.
I don't know about why you're thinking that. I'm thinking a lot of cowboys working out in ranches right there. Looking at that and going, I need me some Louis Vuitton.
Exactly.
I'm out riding fences. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, it was really cool. I didn't get a chance to mention that last week, but I was really excited about that because I saw Marshall and Laura dancing. That was really cool.
There's a lot of stuff. Anyway, so we cover Louis Vuitton. We're supposed to be talking about superhero shows, but that's
okay. So it says Vivian saying she won the Golden Globe.
Oh, she did.
And she is nominated for Best Actress for Oscars. So I'm kind of confused. I don't know all of the different awards, but I did see on the internet it was saying that she won the Academy Award. Oh, maybe it's a nomination. Maybe I misread that.
No, I'm looking at it. YouTube Golden Globes. Well, I'll show this, but it'll be silent as soon as we get past the advertisement. But yeah, she did win it right here. So obviously there's going to be no sound, but here she is actually winning the Golden Globe right there. We can't play the sound because of a lot of copyright issues. We'll get notified on our stream, and it's a pain in the butt because we get so much stuff that's unjustified anyways. But there she is. That's amazing.
Yeah. So, okay. Anyway, so we just wanted to quickly say that because I think that's really cool. Anyway, okay. So, what do you want to talk about first, James?
Well, we go chronologically. I mean, one of the first of the superhero movies that came out, we're going to ignore that vampire movie that Marvel came out with what's his name? It's in the same universe as like Blade that came out like last March. That did not do well. But the first ones that came out in the summer, I believe, was The Flash, wasn't it?
Oh, so I did watch that movie. I watched the whole thing, start to finish.
Talk about the actor.
And story alone, just the story, I think was really good. It was interesting. It was really an interesting story. Unfortunately, I feel that they did not cast a good actor for the show. So just all of the different things that actor is involved in personally kind of, when I watched the movie, I kind of tried to separate it, which I did. And, I liked the film, but I just felt a little,
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that. But, the movie is actually based on, and there's a DC movie. Here we go. There's actually, I'm bringing up a photo here. That was based off a DC movie that came out not too many years ago called, let me get this many buttons right here, called Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox, where Barry Allen goes back in time, saves his mother, and then everything just changes. And if y'all don't know much about DC and what it's a cartoon, it's very adult, and this is really good. They actually built a series of movies after this based off this one movie, and it's how some companies occasionally retcon their characters so they can start from fresh and tell from another perspective. But that's what it was. I actually liked it. It was a good plot. It was neat seeing Michael Keaton come back as Batman.
Yes.
And I liked a lot of the stuff that they showed. There's some people that throw flack at the end, the mixing universes. There was some stuff that's weird, but generally it was good. It wasn't trash like we think is why people make it out to be. So it was fun. It's not going to win any awards, but if you get a chance to check out Flashpoint Paradox, love it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so that's our review right there. We also have, we want to touch on Aquaman.
Well, yeah, you could talk about that.
Are you making notes to me on the Google Doc?
No, I was just gonna like line it out so that we kind of.
Yeah, I could. That's I kind of figured where you're going with that.
I'm just gonna make it dark so that it. Oh, wrong one.
Got it. Okay. So another one that came out was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Is that? So that one's lined out.
So that's the weird part. That's what confused me because I remember there was a Spider-Man movie that came out saying Spider-Man Into the Spider-Universe. Okay, wait. I get this confused. Okay, let me look it up too.
No, what it is you're talking. That's the introduction of Michael Morales as the Spider-Man.
Okay. So,
electricity.
Okay. This is the titles. They're totally similar. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Okay. And then Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that was the first one. That's where you had like Nicolas Cage that played the black and white 1930s film noir kind of detective Spider-Man, and you had like the cartoon pig one.
Yeah.
And that's where they had it. They were from different alternate reality, universes, dimensions. They came together, and that was Into the Spider-Verse to explain it. And then there's this other one that's Across the Spider-Verse. It's kind of like playing with like Far From Home and No Way Home with Spider-Man with the Marvel movies.
So, I mean, I watched that movie. I watched Across
the Spider-Verse.
I watched. I'm confused now again.
Across the Spider-Verse.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
It's it confuses me. Okay, wait. Into the Spider-Verse is the one. Into the Spider-Verse is the old one.
That's the first one that came out like 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay, Across the Spider-Verse is the new one that just came out. That was really interesting. Did you watch it?
I have not yet. I've only heard good things. I know you've seen it.
It was very interesting, and the animation was very different. It was a little different. I don't even know. It was just.
Some people take some getting used to.
Yeah, it wasn't as refined, but it was very artistic. I think that's a good way to describe it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was a very interesting story. It was very interesting.
Got one. Okay. So we reviewed that. That one's a thumbs up. Let's say that The Flash, or a little bit this way, a little bit this way. This way?
Huh?
I'm giving the rating. So like The Flash, is that this way?
Yeah.
We'll go this way.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, just based on the reviews and the friends I've seen it, what you've seen, do we go this way?
I would say like 3/4.
Okay.
Because the thing is, I watched it on its own. Like, I didn't watch the other episodes. I don't watch a lot of Spider-Man. So when I watched this, I felt a little lost. Like, so as a story in itself, like just on its own, I like for a story to stand alone. You see what I'm saying? So you don't have to know both sides. So in that part, I was a little confused when I was watching it. It was interesting, and the animation was interesting and nice and stylized. It was cool, but just a little bit of the confusion part of what was going on happened for me because, like I said, I like my movies whenever I watch them to be standalone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people like that ongoing story stuff. Just like, granted, it's not the superhero movie, but it's like Star Trek 2, 3, and 4. Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, Voyage Home. It's all one ongoing story right there.
Yeah.
That continues on, kind of like the Infinity Saga.
Yes, but at the same time, a lot of these movies, there's like the very end of a lot of Marvel films, there's a hint of what's coming, right?
Yeah,
But the
one
thing
goes
is,
to the
all
other.
of the movies generally can like stand on their own. And if you watch them individually, it doesn't, it's fine. But then there's hints along the way to connect the movies together. Like I watched almost all of those. The only movies that I didn't watch from the whole Marvel for Infinity War, I think I didn't watch all of the Captain America. I didn't watch all the Captain America from that. But it's a lot of films. It's like, I think you have to watch like 15 movies to be ready for the Infinity Wars, you know? It's a lot.
They did a heck of a job building it up right there. But I'm just thinking you haven't seen Captain America.
No, I've seen Captain America.
Are you an American? Are you proud of America? Are you a captain of America?
Well, let's just say I think Bucky and Captain would be my friends.
Yeah. Well,
I was just going to say I watched the original one, but there were so many. There was like the Winter Soldier, and I was like,
yeah.
yeah.
I think there's actually only 3 Captain Americas. First one, the first Avenger.
Oh, and then he's fighting.
The Winter Soldier, and then there's the third one.
He's fighting Iron Man.
Yeah, that was the third one.
Yeah, so I didn't see 2 and 3.
That introduced the Spider-Man, the dude that's playing Spider-Man. I just remembered his name like 5 seconds ago. Forgive me, folks, I'm brain damaged. It's one of those things. It's one of those nights we're going to remember all these names 2 seconds after the show's over. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so we covered that one. Well, folks, let us know in the comments what was the name of that third movie. Matter of fact, are there any? I'm looking over to see if there's any comments we need to follow up on right here. Oh, we're right here from one of our reviewers right here on Twitch. Is that Kimiko right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put up what she has right here. I think a lot of people can identify. Honestly, I think that there are too many superhero movies to keep up with them all. I watched Black Panther years ago, but never watched the second one.
Well, I watched the second one. I loved it. I definitely felt like it was a very good tribute to Chadwick Boseman. I really did love the first one. I've watched the first one so many times. I've watched Black Panther over and over and over. I love that movie.
Oh, the first Black Panther movie was amazing. The reason it got nominated for Academy Award or Best Picture is because it deserved it. It was that good.
It was really good. I really loved it. I enjoyed it a lot. So, but yeah, I know what they're saying. That's why what Kimiko is saying. That's why I didn't watch Captain America 2 and 3. That's why I didn't watch all the Iron Mans. Hi, Craig.
Hi, Craig. Your sister's awesome. We were chatting last night.
So it's just there's so much to see, and I agree with that. That's also why I haven't watched some of these other movies too. There's a lot of stuff going. There's so many. So I just kind of pick and choose which ones I want to watch. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy was pretty rad. I love watching that. I love that show.
That came out last summer. We didn't put that on the list, did we?
No, we didn't.
How silly. Guardians of the Galaxy, we could review that one. Volume 3. It's always deferred when you do such a great start to a movie, first great one, which is the original Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. That was just fun. The second one, it was good. It was there, but this third one, I'm kind of mixed. I loved it, but at the same time, it was just a little too different. Never mind that Groot grew fast.
Well, I mean, how long does Groot actually exist in that small little cute little guy?
Well, I mean, if you water him, give him enough fertilizer, grow like a mushroom, I guess. I don't know much about the species, but it was still overall. I mean, they did give it a great ending, and they saved Rocket. They it had a lot of emotion, and that's probably what a lot of people aren't used to. It's just the emotion they had into it, and it tied into the Christmas special well. But the Christmas special was it had its good parts.
You know what, though? Seriously, the Christmas gift that they got,
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That was good.
They're like, wait a second, you got me Kevin Bacon?
Got it. We're already halfway through. We got some material we need to get through. While we're going over, we're talking about the Avengers on this, and there's so many of those shows. And we definitely want to get that time. We want to talk about Echo, which is the big dog in the room, and it's still ongoing. Did we want to go ahead and just touch on and visit our first guest, not the superhero one?
I think our first guest has been very patiently waiting in the green room for 30, 40 minutes now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We were going to do the other one, the insurance the auto worker guy. We'll bring him on later, but we'll go ahead and just switch up the order right here. Folks, we want to bring on, who's been very patiently waiting. This is a superhero joining us that is well known for defeating two of the biggest baddies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Doctor Doom and Thanos.
Really?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Squirrel Girl. Hello, Squirrel Girl, you're here.
Thanks for having me on.
Squirrel Girl's here.
You caught me in a quiet moment so I can come and do the interview.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Squirrel Girl is not more well known in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Always looking at that. Yep, got it. Not well known, but has defeated Doctor Doom, Thanos, and just has a way of just taking him down with an army of squirrels. And if you want to tell us a little bit more about why you're overlooked and why you just kick so much butt.
I think it's, it's part of the gender equality bit. Not a lot of people like squirrels. They laugh at squirrels. They don't understand squirrels. They think it's a little odd. I can talk to squirrels, even though Aquaman could talk to sea creatures. There's just kind of a little bit of I'm not sure. Waiting my time. It's coming.
What makes squirrels so formidable in battle against villains?
I think they're very cute.
It's kind of almost a hive mentality without the hive, but you get so many squirrels, just like death by 1,000 cuts. You could ask Deadpool about this because that's how I defeated Deadpool. Tiny little cuts, because Deadpool, tiny little cuts, many tiny little cuts. Deadpool's regenerative system doesn't recognize tiny little cuts, so it doesn't regenerate him, so he just kind of bleeds out.
But did Deadpool actually, was he okay after that?
He was okay. I didn't kill him. I just wore him down to where he realized, he couldn't defeat me.
Okay, because I was going to say, Deadpool's my buddy.
He's good. He's good. But, it's just like Iron Man. Iron Man was the first one I met. I was only 14 at the time. I met him. And I was actually kind of following him through the forest. He was testing out his new suit, following him through the forest, trying to convince him to let me join the Avengers. Then we were captured by Doctor Doom. He was manacled up. I got him loose, defeated Doctor Doom with my squirrels, and he said he'd keep me in mind, so I'm still waiting. But I am the part of the Great Lakes Avengers, so, I'm not sitting idly by. I'm still kicking butts and eating nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. If you were you said the Great Lakes Avengers?
Great Lakes Adventures, yes.
Great Lakes Avengers.
Mr. Immortal was one of the founding members of that.
Okay. Is Vivian Bennett part of that since she can throw knives so well?
She has been, yes.
Part-timer or probationary?
Yeah. She doesn't like to toot her own horn, and, she works in the background.
Okay, but she came from like the superhero temp agency, right?
She's always been great at answering the call when we need her.
Got it.
That's interesting.
That's amazing right there. With that, I was about to ask about the Great Lake Avengers, but then you brought it on right here because I'm looking through your bio right here, and you've been a supporting character in such featuring shows as Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and looking at some of your appearances. The big one's Great Lakes Avengers, because Great Lakes.
I was their babysitter for a while.
Gotcha. And for defeating also the Mandarin and MODOK.
Yes.
Can you explain to us who MODOK is? For those of our viewers that don't watch the news.
Well, MODOK is he's quite a character. He's got a very large head, very small appendages. The way to do it,
Ant-Man 2.
most men, yeah.
Ant-Man 3 was in it.
But yeah, he was interesting to defeat.
The teeny little legs and those teeny little arms.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You had to get into the inner workings.
Gotcha. And the Mandarin. How did you take down the Mandarin?
Well, I can't give all my secrets away because then, it's kind of like you give all your military secrets away and everybody knows. So,
yeah.
Got to keep something,
So who's your sidekick? Can you introduce us to your sidekick?
This is Tippy Toe. Tippy Toe is actually my second sidekick. My first sidekick was Monkey Joe, but unfortunately, he did not make it through one of the battles, and Tippy Toe graciously stepped up to be my new sidekick.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. But we do have Vivian making some commentary here that she's been unmasked. But also, Squirrel Girl, do you remember the time when we came across Bigfoot?
Yes, I do.
What happened to that?
That's Vivian's story. I was just tagging along because I was learning from her because I was not as great at knives until I met Vivian. So I was kind of, in training at the time. And I don't feel it's my story to tell.
So there, are you thinking what I'm thinking right now?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah,
just
because we have way too much we have to talk about, and I already know what you're thinking. We have way too much to talk about, and we haven't touched things on.
It would be so epic to bring Vivian on right now.
Yes.
We still have to get to Echo. We've only got 22 minutes left in the show right now. So with that, Squirrel Girl, thank you. You want to hang out?
Oh, I'll hang out.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome.
We have an awesome squirrel buddy on our
Tippy
show.
Toe.
Yes.
Squirrel's
Okay.
got Tippy Toe.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, you're welcome.
Svea Uchansky.
Wow. Too bad.
I remember Uchansky. You can remember Tippy Toe.
Too bad Dave isn't here. Because he
I'll just screw it up when he's here.
He'll probably think you said David Uchonsky.
It was trying to sound sophisticated and make it sound French. Anyway, if I can remember that, you can remember Tippy Toe. All right.
I remember Tippy Toe. So,
Okay.
So do we want to talk about Echo? Let's talk about Echo.
Let's bring on Echo. Let's get her done.
So I watched the entire series. I watched it. It's interesting. When I watched it out of order. Of course, we watched the Powwow episode first.
Let me go get the green room for our next guest while you cover Echo. If that's cool.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Right. Yeah. So make sure, James. Can you change the caption, the title when you change?
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I remember right now. I just want to get.
Okay. So Echo. Oh my goodness. Did you watch Echo, Squirrel Girl?
I have watched the first episode, but things got a little bit busy for a while. So
yeah, I know with the
superheroes work's never done.
Superhero work, but I watched all of the episodes. What I liked about them, they're all standalone. And so the first, it's funny the way I watched the show. I watched episode 5 first, which is Maya. Mm-hmm. Then I watched episode 4, which I don't remember the name. It was one of the, I think what they did was they named all of the episodes about, I think, each ancestor, each family member. So I think the first one was Chula, which is her grandmother. So I'll just look at really quick so that I give you the right information. Echo episodes. Okay. All right. So Chula. Oh, Chafa. Chafa was one of her ancestors. Loak is one of her ancestors. Tuklo is one of her ancestors, and Tola is one of her ancestors. And each episode, so I watched number 5, Maya, first, which is the powwow episode. Then I watched episode 4, and then I watched episode 3. Then I watched episode 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So I kind of watched them out of order. It's interesting. Each episode has like a very little intro, like a mini intro that kind of tells a little bit of the story in the past, which I thought was interesting. And then it all kind of comes together in this really interesting story. I really enjoyed it. I really thought it was well done. Like really, the story was well done. And I think I heard some people say that they didn't like reading the subtitles. I read a lot of subtitles because my mom, she has a hard time hearing. So I actually watch a lot of shows with subtitles, and I watch foreign films with subtitles. So it doesn't really bother me. I just have to pay attention, but like I can't like be doing something else. Like I actually have to give it
Right.
my attention. But it really was a really good story, and I really hope that they do continue with another season or 2 of the show. It was really well done, and I feel that I really loved the representation that happened in this show and how they involved a lot of cultural advisors. They had the Choctaw tribe involved with it. I just loved they really involved the community in this project. So
Right.
I
thought it was great too. I really enjoyed it. I'm like, it's about time.
Yes. And it ended where they really can add so much. So I really hope they do continue more. Is Tippy Toe a little tired?
He's a little tired. He's had a rough day.
Yeah, it looks like he was
He's eating nuts.
Okay. He's having a snack right now.
Bed night snack.
Yeah. I do hope there will be a season 2. It really was wonderful, and it's funny. Maya says, I was going to watch episode 5 first, but decided to watch them in order. I didn't know the titles were ancestors' names. Cool. Yes, if you listen to what they're talking when they're talking about the different ancestors, they'll actually say, you have Chala, or that's Loak. Like they'll actually mention in the script the different ancestors, which is really cool. I very much enjoyed it, and I'm so glad, like I said, that they did that. Let's see. Let's look at the next one. Let's see. So has anyone watched Loki at all? Have you watched Loki?
Yes.
Did you watch season 1?
Yes.
Did you watch season 2?
Most of it.
So what did you think of season 2, Squirrel Girl? I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
I liked it. Not quite what I expected, but I thought it was really good because they took this. Don't follow the story like you would think they would, and Loki kind of told me the behind the scenes, so I can't really. I got to make sure I don't divulge that yet because some of that might be in season 3.
Okay. All right. Okay. That is important. Do not, share some of the secrets.
Yeah, because that's kind of one of the reasons they I'm not as popular yet because they think I'm too young. So I'm trying to be more mature and not tell everything I know. But it was really good. I liked it. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it as well. But I thought it was really well. First season blew my mind. Really liked the second season.
So I wonder, is Tony? I think Tony is actually about ready to come on. Is Tony ready?
Hi, I'm Tony. I didn't take care of the name tag. We shared names. I was over in the green room. I told James, hey, take a break. I'll sit in your chair and take it with the show right there. Hey, everybody. Tony, I'm here.
Okay.
I was invited to come on the show because I was there working construction, cleanup crews after the Battle of New York when the Chitauri invaded with the Avengers back about 13 years ago. And I can tell you, is superheroes. They're overrated. You know why? It's a big mess. Where are they? When I was growing up, I had to clean up my own room, and we got done. We make a mess. You know, we fight criminals. We get no fight in a room, whatever the house. We throw people around, kill the furniture. Hey, mama, come in. Clean this up. What's with them? They can't clean up their own messes right there? And the Chitauri. They are not crazy strong and stuff. You know what? When Chitauri came into my Mamiya's apartment, came in there. You know what she did? Took off her bed slipper, beat the snot out of him right there with her bed slipper. It's just like some people say the chocolate. They come over and throw the chocolate. She had a slipper. She killed 4 Chitauri. 4 Chitauri in the apartment. They're not that big. You walk up to one, you go, bing, they're dead. Whoopee.
Wow.
And they went shooting missiles and everything like that. All you had to do is just go out there with the bed slipper with my mama, take them all down. Well, you need to get a big hammer and have lightning come down from the place and electric. What? It fried out our apartment building. What's the deal with that? Yeah, Squirrel Girl, you're a superhero. Do you clean up after yourself? I assume you do.
I usually don't have to make too much of a mess because a lot of my fights, like I said, I take them down by a death of 1,000 cuts, or I overswarm them with my squirrel army, or mostly what I try to do is talk them down.
I'd imagine after a battle, it's going to be less like a lot of nuts from the squirrels when you feed them and say thank you to that. And they probably have little brooms, the real brushy tails. They brush the snail, the little nuts up there, the little shells, and that's it, right? They clean up after themselves. They got built-in brooms.
And they are, nuts are biodegradable. So
there you go. You know what's not? A big pile of rubble in New York after the Battle of New York. As a matter of fact, I've changed jobs since then. There's so many things have happened. You know what I am now? I sell insurance.
Really?
What kind of insurance?
What kind of insurance do you sell?
We sell protective insurance from superhero battles. I work with what you call the Quantino's Insurance Company. You should be familiar with Quantino's. You know Quantino's? You ever heard of them?
Yeah, they kind of have a bum rap a little bit.
No. You know what? No. Let me set the word straight here. After the Battle of New York, we got that deal, and then Quantino's got into that racket. I mean business, okay? And they're selling that. And look at what happened in Slovenia, whatever it is, over there, with the Captain America Civil War, with that giant dark cloud that came down and kicked out a city right there, with the Ultron guy. What happened? We sold a lot of insurance after that. And you think, matter of fact, I want to let you know, you don't have to live in a big city to have a superhero battle come over and ruin your house. Look at the Hulk. Look at the Hulk movie. He was out fighting tanks in the middle of the desert. You can live in Trona or Boston, somewhere out in the Mojave, and next thing you know, you have a big green monster come down, smash your house, off it runs. Wherever you live, you are not safe from these things. Look at Aquaman. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna live under the water. Nothing happens to me underwater. What happens? Aquaman comes over, smashes into your house, off he goes. The Jason Momoa guy.
Yeah, but isn't it true that Aquaman could actually throw a big wave of water at your house?
He could. You know what? There's flood insurance. That's why you need Quantino invasive superhero insurance. I gotta remember the name. I haven't thought of that part yet.
So I have a question for you.
Business, yeah.
I have a comment from one of our viewers here.
What's that? They want some insurance?
So in regards to Quarantinos, this person says they're kind of a shady business.
Well, let me set you straight. Would you rather have homeowners insurance that specializes against superhero battles wherever, Mojave Desert, New York, Kokomo, whatever, drinks, your backyard, whatever, or you want to have that peace of mind because the superhero battle go, or you want that peace of mind that's there? Because you know what? It's called an act of God.
Okay, so
you know, including insurance language is also an act of superheroes.
Okay,
we don't have that in our language.
So how do you prove? So say something like a tsunami happens. Whoops.
A tsunami?
Say something like a tsunami happens, right?
If it's caused by superhero battle, like
Okay,
Aquaman scratching
but
his foot or something.
But
Who
how
fought?
but how do you prove it happens by a superhero? Because like you could just say, "Oh, that didn't happen by a superhero. That happened by an
You want to know?
actor."
It's not that hard. You want to know how it does? They
How do
make
you-
a dang movie about it and put it out there. Tell me I'm
Okay.
not wrong. Tell me
So
I'm not
what?
wrong.
Okay,
They
so
got that
you're not
vanity. They got to
wrong.
make a movie.
You're not wrong. But what if that portion of video evidence of
Yeah.
someone's house or property gets damaged by superhero fights and it ends up on the cutting floor? Do you include that cutting floor footage as well?
Eventually, it will come to evidence because it's called the director's cut. They want to make another movie. They put it out. They put everything was edited out. They got a director's cut. You show us that. Oh, look. There we go. Never mind statute of limitations.
So
But
what happens?
you know what? Whether you have that peace of mind that might happen because eventually, folks, your house is going to get destroyed by a superhero.
Okay, but that doesn't work because what if a superhero like the Hulk picks up a car and throws it and the camera does not change
Okay,
angle?
your logic is off, girl. You're talking about this like the Hulk movie stuff like that. I'm talking real life here.
He smashes your house.
You do a hypothetical. I'm talking real life. You need insurance for all these things: floods, fires, global warming, shootouts, and superhero battles.
But what if it did happen with a superhero battle, but it's not on video footage?
If it's what?
Because Squirrel Girl knows what I'm talking about. How do we
Good
know
point.
that
She's polite. She cleans up after herself. Not like Tony Snark or somebody who just goes, "Oh, New York's in ruins. Let's have a falafel." Or whatever it is they had in the restaurant afterward with everyone. You know what? Folks, you need your insurance. Look at us. Quarantino's insurance companies. We will protect you against superhero battles and even supervillain battles. Because you know what? I think the supervillains are going to have a little bit more respect for the people like that because, you need them.
Because they're villains.
You need henchmen. Look at that. Okay. You remember that? I said my piece. Squirrel Girl, peace out. Love it. Come to New York. We love you. We got lots of nuts. You can hang around in Central Park and go jogging and all that. Just don't come right now. It's a lot of snow.
Okay. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming on our show, Tony. I'm going to take you back into the green room, okay?
Okay. Just remember, you need insurance. Talk to Tony.
Okay. Bye, Tony.
Thank you, Squirrel Girl. Lots of love. Thank you much.
Bye. Okay, guys, do not get insurance. Do not get insurance with them because I really have a strong feeling that they're literally going to decline any claim because they're going to say it was not happened, did not happen by a superhero.
And he never really did mention any kind of pricing or exactly what they would cover.
Yeah, or how do you prove? How do you know that
It's on camera?
It's on the cutting room floor.
Not everything gets a director's cut.
I know. Okay, for example, we knew that we were part of the show. We didn't know how much we were actually going to be visible on the show. We had no idea. And when we originally went over there, we signed a non-disclosure agreement. We couldn't talk about it until it was released, until everything came out. But we had no idea how much we would be visible. And when I first, hey, James, that guy, Tony,
Yes.
I'm just going to tell you, I don't think he's selling legitimate insurance.
I don't think so either. I do not have confidence in him.
I kind of feel like he's just gonna collect money, insurance.
He's just
money.
one of those people that throw away for Quarantinos because they sponsor the show and they just say, "Hey, shove it over here. We got to go." Okay, thank you, money for the show, and do that. The only one we like is Earl.
Yes, Earl's okay.
Something about Tony made Tippy Toe just hide right under my jacket here. So
yes.
What did it do to your tail right there?
Tail's still good.
Okay. Looks like your tail might be fuzzing up like a cat going.
It's a little fuzz. I'm gonna have to apply some conditioner, but that's just a beauty thing, a superficial thing. I'll condition it after the show. And
do you have any Louis Vuitton products for your tail?
no, I just use the regular mane and tail that you can find in any feed store. Works beautiful. Makes it all nice and shiny. Look at that.
Oh, there's only 5 minutes left in the show. Svea's muted right now because the dogs are barking, so she's probably saying something to dinner.
Yeah, I yelled. I'm like, quiet. But I was gonna say this is. I was gonna show this really quick. Even the president of the Ninja Monster Hunter Sushi Squad said, shady.
And Maya would know.
She's the president.
What I was gonna say is that Maya had mentioned, how did we get featured? We were just contacted. We were contacted via email by Marvel, and at first we thought, we weren't sure what it was because it was like, it seemed a little weird, and we get a lot of weird emails all the time. And my mom said, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I don't think I trust this. And I was looking at it. I was like, let me call and talk to this person, because it didn't seem like a typical scammer fish email. But I mean, it turned out to be legitimate, which is really cool. So, I mean, and like I said, we had no idea how much we were going to be in there. I did ask them, I said, well, we sent pictures of our vendor space, and they really loved it. And the director saw it and really loved just how our vendor space photoed, like photograph wise. This was a very picturesque image because of all the colors of the beads. So, and then in that setup, there was probably over 1,000 hanks of beads. Yeah, there's a lot of hanks of beads hanging behind on the one side. And I think we had probably about 1,000 tubes of Japanese beads there. And we had probably 500, or no, I want to say maybe 500 loops of crow beads. There were 3 types of beads that were on the show. It was the Czech seed beads, the Japanese tube beads, and the crow beads. And it was really cool. Like, they ended up doing like a close-up of our table that we set up, and it was really neat. It like I said. Oh, and then Maya asked me, she said, did you sell actual items? So I have a funny story about this. What happened was some of our friends who are dancers went to they were in the powwow, and they said, wow, Dancing Bear is here. And they were really excited that our vendor space was there, and they were looking for us. They're like, we want to buy beads. And it's like, we weren't there. They said we could be in the film, but it would have required us to be there for a month. And we set up the space in July. So if you guys want to see more photos of that event that we did, I have a folder on our Dancing Bear Facebook page of all of the photos that we took when we were setting it up. So you can see all the different areas we walked around and took pictures all over the whole area. And I know we're running out of time. We're almost there. But
we don't want to go over time just a teeny bit.
Yeah. So it was really cool. And I was talking to the set decorator, and I did really recommend, which I don't know if they were already thinking about it, but I did recommend that they do a nighttime shoot for the powwow, because when you put out the lights in the vendor spaces, and it just has more of a festival-y feel, like a very kind of festive and very warm and inviting event. Like, it just feels more like, I don't know, it just feels more, how do I explain it? I can't even explain it. Like, all the lights, it's magical. Like, it just feels more of a special thing. And then plus you have all of the dramatic lighting, you have the dark sky, and you have all of the lights that are just bringing the warmth into the canopy covers, and you can see the light through the canopy covers and all that. So I just told them, that's what I had said. I said, it looks good when you do nighttime shots. So they were I guess, I don't know if they maybe already were thinking about that, but I definitely told them that was a good, that would have looked amazing. And actually, like what Maya is saying, this is really true. It was really hot
And
and
muggy.
there when we were there. We were only able to set up for about 2 hours. It took us about 4 hours to set up that one space, but we were only able to stay there about 2 hours. Then we had to leave. It just was, this humidity was really strong. And every day, right around when we were finishing up, it was going to rain. So it was super humid. It was cloudy. And it just, when we were setting everything up, we were like lifting things up. We were like up, down, like we had bags of beads and we were just hanging them with pins. And it just, the amount of just like lifting arms up and down for 2 hours, our arms
The
are
humidity.
yeah.
Definitely.
So
That's amazing.
having it at night was probably a lot more comfortable for all the dancers with all the regalia on, and just with the heat of all of the regalia, and then in the sun and in the humidity, it would have been just so.
Definitely.
And then I have a couple more questions. So Maya's asking, was it a real powwow? No, it was actually a stage set. 100% a set, an event that was created for the powwow and for the show. And yes, it was a lot of beads. A lot of beads.
Gotcha. We're at closing time, but I think we want to do one more review. We really want to do this one.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, folks, we're going to do one more review. This is not a recent one. Matter of fact, some might call this a knockoff, but we're going to go international. I want to say knockoff. We're going to go international. We were talking about Spider-Man earlier. We're going to do a review of some clips and best scenes of a Japanese Spider-Man movie from 1978. Folks, let's give a little watch of this. We can't play the sound because things get stupid with copyright, but we want to go and watch this, and let's give our own review of what we see here in the effects. I love it.
You see how
I love the zipper. Now he's acting surprised.
he pressed the button, his whole outfit popped out, and then the dude like fell on top of him.
Yeah.
They've never shown an actual transformation, I've never seen that before. Oh. Yeah.
And the oversized watch. Emissary from Hell, Spider-Man. I will get revenge for both Garia and my father.
And they went all out on the sets.
They did. I love how he's going up the wall. Quote unquote.
I don't know if he's actually going up the wall or is he just crawling up the ground.
Apparently the wall has the same wallpaper as the floor.
Just like the 1960s Batman and Robin going up the sides of buildings.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
Super spider string.
Look at that. Amazing spider web.
there's some really funny footage here. Like, so there's like this huge. Okay.
That wasn't done in reverse.
Yeah, that was totally.
That looked like a fishnet.
Okay, so there's this part here. It was really funny where they show. Oh my gosh.
I want to see the giant monster come up.
Yeah, the monster one's really funny because literally you're going to see this like really miniature Spider-Man on a web. Okay,
Here we go. All right. Power Ranger stuff.
Watch, you're going to laugh because it's like literally a doll on a string.
It almost looks like a slee stack from Land of the Lost.
Now we just went full kaiju here.
Look at, watch. Okay, here's the string. Okay, you're gonna see the doll. Watch. It's a doll. It's gonna be a doll. It's hilarious. Look at, there's a doll. Oh my gosh.
And he's a giant robot. Now we know where Power Rangers got it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all the looks. Do you ever remember Spider-Man in the American movies having a giant robot? Or is it just a Japanese thing?
It thinks
Japanese thing.
They love robots there.
Kaiju are very big.
And actually, it looks like that's Gojira.
Oh, at least I wish they had armor like that. Okay, giant sword, Spider-Man sword. You know, Spider-Man's eventually going to have to bring out kaiju. Every superhero movie, doesn't matter. Japanese soap opera or game show, they're going to bring out a kaiju. Leopardation. What is leopardation?
I don't know. Dude, what the heck is that?
I don't know. A brain thing? Spock's brain?
It's a giant Ferrari rotor candy.
I think so. Okay, how much of this is left? I think, yeah, we're about done here. We're not doing that whole. We're not doing 6 minutes.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny.
We might have to go and tell me when you had enough. He got his head.
Yeah,
I love the oversized Casio watch. And he's got a car.
Whoa, he has a fancy car. Heck yeah.
Peter Parker never had so much money, did he?
No.
Our Spider-Man didn't have a cool car.
No. And it shoots. Spider-Man shoots guns.
Oh my gosh! What the? Oh, I guess they're robots.
Robots.
Wow, this is kind of crazy. This is really crazy. It's really weird.
I think Squirrel Girl could totally take, or Tippy Toe could totally take the Japanese Spider-Man.
Oh my goodness.
Is that the leopardation thing they mentioned?
I have no idea what that is.
You said when you've had enough. We're
yeah, I think we're good.
We're a minute. We've only got a minute and a half left. You want to go the distance?
No. So if you guys want to really watch this, James will send you the link.
Just type in 1970s Japan Spider-Man on YouTube. This is getting better. It almost like an Alaska plate. If you could take it, we've got 1 minute left.
Oh my gosh. It's terrible.
There's still time. Chris reading the caption.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. What do you say, Squirrel Girl? We done?
Yeah, you know, we could take all these guys. So
yeah.
Oh, totally. I mean, there's definitely zero intimidation.
None.
So that was our review, or just we gotta like watch that and do a Mystery Science Theater 3000 special movie night for crowd for crowd one night. We haven't done that in a while.
So there's a couple of messages I want to see here. Look at so glad it was a night scene. Wow, that was a legit looking powwow. She's been to powwow, so she would know. And then Maya says, no offense, reminds me of watching the Power Rangers, which that's yeah.
I'm watching the rest of the videos it's playing the last minute. It's getting like Wicked right now. I'm actually glad when we stopped. It's getting
yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Okay, that's just weird. All right, I'm done watching. I'm turning away. I'm like,
you're like
closing the laptop. I got looking at. That's freaky. We definitely stopped it in time. It got a little disturbing. Okay.
Yes.
At least we got to kill the kaiju. All right, 10 minutes overtime. We good? Definitely. Okay, folks. Thanks for watching. There's a whole bunch of shows we wanted to get to, but too much with the insurance salesman. But thank you, Squirrel Girl, tonight for coming on.
Thank you for having me,
America.
Thank you, sir, for such a great show. Thank you, Squirrel Girl, for being here tonight. James, another great show.
Thank you, Maya.
Next, and then Vivian says another great show.
I so wanted to get Vivian with Squirrel Girl on the show tonight. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
It would be better than listening to the insurance pitch from Tony.
No, he actually did a really good job, but I mean, he just sounded more and more shady as the moments went on. That's the thing.
But see, now we know. He's been live, he's been exposed. Now we know.
Definitely. Okay. So next week's show, folks, we're going to save that special announcement early next week when we bring out the advertisement.
We're going to talk about we're going to try to do talk about gemstones and stuff. Because
Gemstones, the Truth Not Gem Girl show. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to Tucson, and just so you guys know, I'm going to be doing live videos every night. Starting, it's going to be my first and I'm planning on Sunday and Monday. It just depends on how much we get done, is how many lives we're going to do. Because while I'm there every night, if we're spending the night, I will do a live video when I'm there. So it just depends on when I come back, how much live videos I'm going to do. So. If you see a live, pop on, because I'm going to be showing people stuff and I'm going to be selling those items. So if you want any of those items, let me know, because I literally can only buy so much. So
Sounds like a job for a super shopper.
I know, it's like the whole time we're there, we're going to be shopping.
Definitely. Okay. Been fun. Next week, Gem and Minerals, Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. A lot of stuff to cover. And with that, thank you again, Squirrel Girl, for coming on. Most excellent.
Thank you.
Folks, don't look at Quartino's insurance.
Yeah, we don't endorse that at all. I mean, we endorse some of the Quarantino products, but
They are a show sponsor, so we got to do a little kissing up.
I do not want to endorse that one at all.
We just asked them to send us Earl. We can believe Earl.
Yes, if Earl was the one that was, but Tony's kind of a little slippery guy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sometimes you shouldn't branch out.
Got it.
Maybe
All
they
right,
need to be a little more selective on who they hire to represent their brand, because I think that
That's true.
he basically sounded like he was not going to approve any claim.
Yeah, well, Quarantino's, you can try. Quarantino's, Tony's a slick talker right there.
Yes.
Okay. Closing credits time?
Yes.
Okay, folks, dance with us. We'll see you next week. We're live next Friday.
Aw, ain't he cute?
Good night, folks.
Good night.
Good night.